Stop pulling out your Honda suspension parts until you see this hidden deadly mistake. So in this video, you're going to watch 5 steps to understand how to do and how to fix your Honda suspension parts so that it does not take your life or take you to a deadly point. So stay tuned, watch this video to the end. If it's your first time coming to my channel, please do well to like and share, subscribe to this channel for more of my videos that is going to come your way. Number 1, understanding the Honda suspension pull-out jobs. This actually means that you are going to understand this fact that this is the job that you're going to do. This is how it works. This is how it pulls out. This is what happens to my car and all that. So if you don't understand this fact, you're going to actually make a lot of mistakes on your Honda vehicle. So when I talk about Honda vehicle, it starts from Honda 1999, 2001 to Honda Accord 2011. From Honda Accord 2012 upward does not have this issue because the Honda part that we produced then was just for some few numbers of it. So the other ones that we produced were produced from other countries that were not a standard part to be used on the Honda vehicle. That's why people keep complaining how their Honda vehicles will just pull out on the road and so on and so forth. So number 2, you check out the essential tool for Subframe disassembling. So when you check out the essential tool for what you are going to use to disassemble the car, that apparently means you are disassembling the car, means that you're going to remove the tire and what you're going to use to pull out, if it's the tie rod, if it's any of the parts from the suspension area that has an issue, the tools you are going to use. So I would suggest that you use this complete toolbox for you to identify the kind of tool that you want to use. This toolbox is a complete toolbox that anybody can use it, not just a mechanic can have it, but you yourself can have it. This toolbox on the screen is what you're supposed to use. So it's your first time of coming to my channel, do as much as you can to subscribe to this channel for more of my videos I'm going to send to you for you to consume, and also send it to a friend, a family member, and all that is the tip that will help each and every one of us in this platform. In number 3, you're going to identify the damaged bushing, tie rod, ball joint, and the control arm. When I say control arm, it has to do with the upper and the lower arm. So in this number 3, once you can identify the actual problem that your Honda vehicle is giving you from the suspension area, that's when you know which one that you're going to change, which part you're going to change and all that. So you're going to really focus yourself on changing it and doing the right thing with the part. So in case you want to identify a good part that you're going to buy to change, you can also send me a message on the comment section and ask me, how do I identify the good part for me to be able to do that, or how do I know which part that I'm going to change? My car is making this kind of sound and all that, so I can tell you on the comment section this is what you want to do. So just write on the comment section and I'll reply you. Avoiding common alignment mistakes in number 4, that so some people, when they go to do an alignment, they just leave everything to the person. They're thinking that everyone doing alignment is a professional. You don't need to do that. You have to make sure that all the necessary parts on the suspension areas have been tightened up properly, because if they are not tightened up properly, it may end you in your debt. So why I say it may end you in your debt is that once the ball joint wants to pull out, it will not tell you that it's going to pull out itself. It's going to just happen at once, and maybe it may happen someone else was at your back coming at the top speed, and this thing happens and the person hits you from the back and maybe shock kills you and all that, or maybe your car gets damaged while the thing happens, your fender, your headlamp, or any other thing gets damaged. So you don't have to risk your life or risk the car's body and all that, because an accident will happen due to this cause, because when it wants to happen, it will not tell you unless you pay good attention to it. So after alignment, what you need to do is this, to avoid this, what you're seeing on the screen. This is what you need to do. You need to just wind up your vehicle and drive it properly to listen to whatsoever that is happening on the suspension area. If you hear any sound, just let me know in the comment section the sound that you hear or you heard about your vehicle. just tell me this is the sound I'm hearing. You can just tell me how the sound is like, and I will let you know what's the problem. If it's the bushing, if it's the tie rod, if it's the lower arm or the upper arm, or if it's the ball joint. If it's the ball joint, I will tell you what to do to identify that is the ball joint. That's the most important part of the suspension area of the Honda Accord from 1999, 2000 to the year 2011. So you're going to check about the last one right now. Like I told you, if you stay tuned to this video to the last one is very, very important for you, and it's for you on this channel. So you're going to look at the best practice for the safe reinstallation. The best practice for the safe reinstallation of this part. So you have to practice this by looking at how they remove the parts for you. Like most especially when I told you something about your jack. So if you are to do this, you don't have to really rely on the jack. You have to put something to wedge the vehicle. So in case as you're trying to pull it off, because it's going to be like a forceful thing sometimes. So as you're trying to pull it off, it will not affect your jack. And once you affect the jack, the car goes down. And if the car goes down like that, it may damage you, and may cause death, or it might damage the vehicle or some parts. So what you need to do is you look at that part very well, and you do it properly. So in this last point, you are going to make sure that all the tools, like I said in number 2, that all the essential tools are there for you to use. So once you know that all these essential tools are there for you to use, you can actually do these things on your own. It's just for you to look at the video and pay good attention to what I said. You just pull off your tires, pull them off one by one with all the essential tools that you have on your toolbox. That's why I said everybody needs a toolbox that you can put at the trunk of your car. Just put at the trunk of your car, because you don't know where your car may have issues, that if you have the parts to replace, you can actually replace it on your own without calling a mechanic to do that for you. So if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell for more of my videos that is going to come your way on this channel, and so on and so forth. Please like, share, and subscribe. Definitely we are going to be dropping everything that has to do with car repairs and a lot of things that has to do with car. This is a car lab channel, so we are going to really take a good look at making you comfortable, knowing that when you are in this channel, you're going to really learn a lot of things about your car. So like, share, subscribe to the channel for more of these videos that is going to come your way. Bye.